All right, everybody, we're going to get started here in just a moment. Oh. Start my recording. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope you all had a great weekend. And yesterday was a holiday, which President's Day. Got all these holidays now. Holiday for everything. Okay. This is the Low Board Report. This is Calvin Butler. I'm back with you all now. I took about a week and a half off because I had caught this other COVID thing and finally got over it. And I wanted to make sure that I was all right and make sure that I didn't lose my voice or anything like that. So I took a week and a half off to deal with that. Excuse me. Thank you. Sorry about that. Got that under control and everything. And I also took time to launch a new business venture. And you all will be seeing that coming pretty soon. We'll start seeing some stuff with the Quiet Millionaires Network. You'll also start seeing stuff associated with that is the new RBBS Transport LLC, which is going to be a private semi-truck owners leasing network. Okay, so think of it as an Airbnb for truck leasing. So that means people who own semi trucks, people who own trucks, they can then list their trucks with our network, and then we will find or match those trucks with owner operators who will lease them from anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 per week. Yeah, good money. So we're gonna be doing that, and we're also gonna be showing people how they can get approved, how we can get them approved and get them ready for lines of credit, business lines of credit and personal lines of credit. Primarily business lines of credit, where we'll show you how to set up your business and get it structured so that you can get approved for your lines of credit. And then we'll have our team go out and get you these lines of credit anywhere from $100,000 to $250,000 on line of credit. That you can go out and buy a couple of new trucks, or you can buy 4 or 5 used trucks. You own them outright. You have the title to them because you have a line of credit. Your line of credit payment somewhere between, depending on how many trucks you buy and how much of your line of credit you use, but it's gonna be somewhere between $300 and $600 or $700 per month. But we're gonna be placing your trucks with owner operators who want to lease them anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 per week, and then our fee that we collect is 20% for having your truck listed on our network, and we manage all of the manage the entire thing as far as collecting the payments, getting your portion over to you, and all that type of stuff, and just doing all of the leg work and all of the paperwork and stuff. So we will be doing all of that. So hey, but this is the Low Board Report. So let's get started. Let me check with my YouTube people. Let me start my recording so we can go ahead and get started. Well, oh no, I think we're already recording. Yeah, we are already recording. Why did I not hear that in my, what you call it there? Okay. Well, hopefully my sound is working properly. And let me test my sound real quick. See if it's working properly. Test speaker and microphone. Great. All right, so everything is working properly. All right, let's go ahead and jump back over here and start sharing my screen. And let's jump back over here to our YouTube channel to see what we got going on this morning. So this morning right now on YouTube, we have 5 watchers. We have top of the morning to you, Mika Chow. Thank you for joining us, Larissa Adams. Hey, Larissa. Larissa is new to our platform. She's one of our platform members. She joined our network, one of our corporate members. her team over there. Good to see you this morning. We have Hustler, top of the morning to you. Now, today is the load board report. And as you all know, on the load board report, what we do every morning with the load board report is we look for freight. You know, it is the think of it as a look at what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight and load availability. Now, again, if you have owner operators looking for loads, or if you are owner operator, or if you are a dispatcher, you're looking for loads for your owner operators, give me a call, 866-973-6445. That's 866-973-6445 here on my trusted cell phone here, and we will find you all some freight and give it away free. So that's what we do on the load board report. We give away free freight. And as always, the load board report is sponsored by the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers. We are the only vocational, we're the only freight broker and dispatch training vocational school that offers guaranteed career placement, offers from bonded logistics brokerage firms and state licensed accredited dispatch firms after successful course completion here at our campus and school here in Tallahassee, Florida. We also have an online training platform, which is sponsored by the National Dispatchers Network, training in the convenience of your home. Our online platform will train you to earn 100K plus from home, dispatching freight, and provide the online network tools, resources, and training to ensure your success. Our students get access to more than 100 load boards. They don't have to pay for load boards. They get access to more than 140,000 hours of operational training videos. They get access to more than 19 million plus direct shippers. So they don't have to pay for any type of shippers list. They also get access to every registered owner operator listed in the United States. They get access to our live training. Every Thursday night, we have dispatch training. Every Saturday morning, we have freight broker training. And they get access to our logistics library that has every word, phrase, and term ever used in trucking and freight. They also get access to our network of more than 2,967 industry professionals. So they get to network with each other, help each other to understand the industry, help each other to find and book freight. You all help each other to become successful. And of course, this is all affordable. Why? Because our most popular enrollment is just $349.95 plus tax and $39.95 per month plus tax to access your back office tools, resources, training, and support. So there we have it. If you all want to join our platform, you go right over here to this website right here. I'm going to put a post on YouTube for you all to take a look at. And if you guys want to join, just click it and go ahead and get enrolled and become a part of our platform. All right, there you go right there. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let me make sure I acknowledge some people that are coming on board here on YouTube. Right now, we have 5 people watching, and we have Everett Smart is in the house this morning. Good morning. We have Concrete Hustler in the house this morning. Good morning. Again, we have Larissa Adams in the house. Good morning to you, Miss Adams. And we have Mika Child. Top of the morning to you. All right, let's go ahead and jump over here to the load board. As always, we use our back office site, which is mydispatcher.org. We come over here to our secure back office area, and we go to our dispatcher tools and resources. And this is where our students and network members get to go and access all of our great tools and resources and things of that nature that saves them money. And we're going to come down here and we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at our go-to load board, which is going to be direct freight. Go into this right here. Go to our go-to load board. Let me pause my sharing here for a minute because I don't want anyone to be taking a look at our logins and passcodes. One moment. Pause my sharing. Go over here. Jump on the wrong load board. Y'all give me a moment here. Jump into our direct freight. All right, go ahead and resume my sharing. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. So we are in our direct freight load board, which is one of the load boards that we give our students access to. It's a load board that I like the most. I love this load board. It has a lot of great features. So let's see what's going on. Let's take a look at what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight and load availability. As you can see here, we're looking at our load map this morning. And we're going to go ahead and start out in California this morning. In California, we have 1,567 loads showing available in the great state of California this morning. Up here in Oregon, we have 1,779 loads in Oregon. In Washington State, we're showing 1,329 loads this morning in Washington State. In Montana, we're showing 514 loads available. In Idaho, we're showing 1,091 loads available. In the great state of Nevada, we're showing 347 loads. Not very many loads coming out of Nevada this morning, but they're there. In Utah, we have 870 loads. In Arizona, we have 527 loads this morning. In New Mexico, we're showing 366 loads. Colorado, we're showing 818 loads this morning. In Wyoming, we're showing 352 loads. In the great state of Montana, again, 514 loads. In North Dakota, 169 loads. South Dakota, 669 loads. In Nebraska, we're showing 618 loads coming out of Nebraska this morning. In Kansas, we're showing 1,031 loads that are coming out of the great state of Kansas. Oklahoma, we're showing 1,005 loads. In the great state of Texas, we're showing 4,665 loads this morning. In Louisiana, 1,358 loads out of Louisiana this morning. In Arkansas, we're showing 2,957 loads. Missouri, the show me state, was showing 2,090 loads. In Iowa, 1,202 loads. Minnesota was showing 1,316 loads. Over in Wisconsin, we're showing 2,129 loads. Jump down here to the Illinois, the great state of where Chicago is located. And they have, for the first time that I've ever seen on here, they actually top Texas with 4,813 loads this morning. Way to go, Illinois. Jumping on down here to Kentucky, we have 2,010 loads. Tennessee, 1,758 loads. Mississippi, that Mississippi, 1,930 loads. In Alabama, 1,688 loads. They have surpassed Texas this morning. Way to go, Alabama. That's a first. In the great state of Florida, down here in my neck of the woods, we have 2,233 loads. In Georgia, we have 3,919 loads showing this morning in Georgia. In Tennessee, 1,758 loads. Kentucky, 2,010 loads. Indiana, 3,198 loads. Michigan, 2,524 loads. We're going to jump up here to Maine. We have 487 loads this morning. Let's go over here to Vermont, 113 loads. New Hampshire, 161 loads. Massachusetts, 1,149 loads. Rhode Island, we have 31 loads. Connecticut, 612 loads. New Jersey, the little brother or little sister to New York, we have 1,538 loads. Delaware, we have 581 loads. In Maryland this morning, we have 997 loads. Jump over here to New York, the great state of New York, we have 1,940 loads. In PA, Pennsylvania, we have 2,911 loads. In Ohio, the O at the beginning, the high in the middle, and the O at the end, 3,615 loads. We're in West Virginia, we have 436 loads. In Virginia. Y'all don't know anything about that. Y'all didn't watch John Carter, did you? Well, if you didn't watch John Carter, then you don't know anything about why I'm saying Virginia. Go ahead and download that movie, watch it. It's on Disney. It's called John Carter. Good movie. Great book. All right. In Virginia, we have 2,142 loads. North Carolina, 1,911 loads. South Carolina, we have 1,827 loads this morning. And down here in our little Alaska, super trucker country, we have no loads showing this available this morning in Alaska. In Mexico, our neighbors to the south, we have 10 loads showing in Mexico. Up in Canada, our neighbors to the north, in British Columbia, we're showing 214 loads. In Alberta, we're showing 191 loads. In the province of Saskatchewan, we're showing 103 loads. In Manitoba, Oh, we haven't had a refresh. In Manitoba, we are showing 135 loads. In Ontario, we're showing 562 loads. In Quebec this morning, we're showing 123 loads. And that's what we have up in our neighbors to the north. All right. There's a look at what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight and load availability. Now, as always, if you need a load, if you are an owner operator, give me a call. Give me a call. Say, Calvin, I've got a flatbed. I've got a dry van. I've got a reefer. I am in wherever. And I need a load. And I will find you some freight for free. In the meantime, let's check back in on our YouTube people. Okay, we still got the same people here, and no one else has joined us yet this morning. Well, we picked up 2 more people on our watch list, but no one else has checked in. So I'm going to go ahead and go over this load board, and we're going to look at some freight. All right, since Illinois and who else has overtook, and Alabama has overtaken Texas this morning, we're going to check those 2 areas. Let's go ahead and check in Alabama, see what's going on, why the load count is so high there, see what's going on with that high load count in Alabama, see what the loads look like, see what the money looks like in there. As always, we're going to pull up our loads. We're going to go over here, and we are going to check where it says rate per mile. Why? Because I like looking at rates per mile, because that usually gives us the best paying freight, and it usually gives us those short runs that are usually dedicated and that repeats, and you can run a string of them, makes a lot of money, because that's how I like to do it. All right, so what we got going on in Alabama this morning? Okay, here we off the bat, we have a 109-mile load in Hansville, Alabama, going to Leesburg, Tennessee. It's going 109 miles. It was a flatbed step deck, full size, and the pay rate is $3,000, which is $27.52 per mile. That's a good start to the morning for somebody. Okay, it's only 109 miles, so after you run that load, you got time enough to run another load. That's not a bad way to start off your morning. 109 miles, $3,000. You make $3,000, paying $27.52 per mile. That load is being offered by ATS Logistics Services. Give them a call at 865-356-2746. Again, that load is being offered by ATS Logistics Services at 865-356-2746. Let's check the shipper's comments on this load and see if it's a 2 or 3 stop or just one run through. It says this one is on 3-day pay, so it's on somewhat of a quick pay. It pays you within 3 days, no fee. 6 feet tarp is required. Keep dry. Raymond's at sureway.com. That's the email address of the broker agent there. The 3-day pay, 6 feet tarp. Raymond at sureway.com. The load number for that load is, get your pens ready. The load number for that load is 7050588. Again, 7050588. That's a great load coming out of Alabama this morning, going over to Leesburg, Tennessee. 109 miles, $3,000. Now, you got time enough to make some more money. So let's look for a reverse search. See what's coming out of Leesburg and going back to Hansville. Let's check that out. Now, let me cut down on this deadhead miles here. Let's cut down on that deadhead miles and see what that looks like. We're going to cut down on the deadhead miles so we can find something close to Leesburg. But there's nothing that's within 25 miles. Let's go ahead and check within 50 miles. We always want to do that to check to see if you're finding something that's closer to your drop-off point. That way you won't have to go too far deadhead and waste more of your time, because you want to try and get as many loads ran in that day as possible. Now, as you can see here, you got some good stuff going on. You got some stuff that's going to go 54 miles out, and you pick up a load in Athens, Alabama. And then you're going to run it to Payne, Alabama, which is only a 92-mile run. Now, get this. That's a dedicated. Why? Because it runs today and tomorrow. runs today and tomorrow. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Let me check something. When does this load pick up? Oh, this load picks up on the 24th. So you can't run this load today. This picks up on the 24th. So here's what's going to happen. Instead of running this load today, because that load runs on the 24th. All right, so you save that one. Let's save that one. Let's go over here and look at this one, because this load runs when? The 23rd and the 22nd. Okay, so you're not going to be able to run this load today because it picks up on the 24th. Always check your ship date. Okay, and so I had to check my ship date there. So here's what I would do. I would probably run one of these dedicated runs right here. Y'all see this? You got some dedicated runs that picks up today, tomorrow. Then you got some more dedicated runs down here that picks up the 24th, 23rd, 22nd, 25th. Yeah, here are some dedicated runs. Oh, there's got a lot of dedicated on here. Yeah, this load right here is all dedicated. These right here that picks up on the 22nd, 23rd, and the 24th. All right, that's Birmingham to Baileyton, Alabama. Okay, and you're picking up out of Birmingham, and you're going to Baileyton, Alabama. Now that load, if it picks up today, which is the 22nd, that load you can run today. That load is paying $600. Okay, it's paying $600. It's only 59 miles. $600. Y'all are gonna see what I'm doing here in a second. It's only 59 miles, $600, and it's a dedicated. You do want to grab those dedicated. That's $10.17 per mile. Okay, and it's being offered by Straight Line Transport at 714-840-5366. That's 714-840-5366. There's no ship comments on it, so it looks like it's a straight through run, but it is paying $600, and that is a dedicated, which means it runs possibly every day. We know it runs today and tomorrow and the 25th. So yeah, that's a dedicated run because it runs every day of the week except for Saturdays and Sundays. So that's some quick money you can make every day. Now, do you have time to run more loads? Yes, you do, because it's only 59 miles. It's only 59 miles. You got time to add more loads to that run for the day. Let's go over here and check this right here and check our reverse search. Here's what I'm going to do now. All right. I'm going to check this right here and see what's coming back the other way. These are all the same ones that we just looked at, so you're not really looking at those because those are, I mean, you could deadhead back and do it, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to deadhead back and pick up, these loads right here because, for one thing, they're not running like that. There's the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, and then they break for the weekend and they pick back up on the 28th. Y'all see that? So these are everyday runs. These are definitely everyday runs. All right. So what you want to do is you don't want to grab that one. Let's do this right here. We could come down here and you can grab this other dedicated, which is Birmingham to Northport, which means you got to deadhead back. You can do that because you got time enough. You got enough time that because the miles are short enough, you can deadhead back and you can grab a 60-mile load and run it to Northport if that's what you want to do. You could do that. No, that's not a deadhead. You're going from Baileyton to Birmingham. So yeah, you're good. You're going from Baileyton to Birmingham, and then you're gonna go back from Birmingham back to Baileyton. Wow, they got them going both ways. Baileyton to Birmingham. Let me make sure I got this right. You got Baileyton to Birmingham. Make sure I did my search right. Yeah, you did Birmingham to Baileyton. All right, and then you got Baileyton going back to Birmingham. Or do we not have that? Hold on. Let me double check this. We had All right, so we had this one right here is what we're looking at. We're looking at Birmingham to Baylorton. And then we're looking at, no, that's the same run. You don't want to do that because that's the same run. Y'all forgive me, that's the same run. That's still Birmingham to Baylorton, which means you have to deadhead back. You don't want to grab that one because that's the same run you're running. It's not running twice per day. It's running every day. So you can grab this Birmingham to Northport, which you got time to do that because you're going to go 59 miles back haul. You're going to 59 miles deadhead back to Birmingham, and you're going to pick up a load and you're going to go out to Northport, which is only 60 miles. You got time enough to do that, and that's paying $7.50 per mile. So you're looking at a $600 run, and then you're looking at a $450 run. And that's a dedicated too. So if you're doing that, you got 2 dedicated you can run every day, 5 days a week. Okay? And you still got time for yet another load. I'm gonna try to find a better match though. I'm gonna try to find a better match. Let me see if I can find a better match. Let me do this. Let me go up here and cut this deadhead miles down to 25. 25 miles. Yep. From Baylorton. Let me cut that deadhead miles down to 25. Let's see what pops up. Nothing within 25-mile range. All right, so that's not gonna work. Let's go to 50 miles. All right, there we go. All right, we got some stuff that's closer. In the 40-mile range, 49-mile range. So it's a little bit closer. Now you can go just 40 miles, but I'm trying to find a dedicated. You can go 47 miles to Abbeville, but that's not a good one. Why? Because it's not paying more than the one that was just running almost half that miles. So you don't want to go with that one because the pay rate is still $4.50, which is give you less, rate per mile than you going deadhead and back and then running one of the other loads. Okay, so you don't want to go with that. You don't want to go with that. So none of these are gonna make sense money wise because they're not paying as much as the ones we had before. So let's go back up here and let's do the one that was. Show y'all what we're doing here. So you're gonna go back up here and you're gonna grab this Birmingham to Northport. Why are you gonna do that? Because it's paying more money than the one that was running, about the same mileage, and it was going much farther miles out. So you're eating up much more of your time, and you're not getting as much money. So you want to grab these dedicators that don't eat up a lot of your time. So the second run for today would be Birmingham to Northport, or you could run the Birmingham to Auburn, but that's not paying you that much more money. And you got to go longer. You got to go twice as many miles. You all see that? You got to go twice as many miles. But it's a good dedicated, though, if you want to, because there's got a lot of dedicated runs on here. A lot of dedicated runs leaving out of Alabama today. Trying to find something that's shorter miles, more money. All right. So it looks like the best route is going to be this right here, Birmingham to Northport. So you got your Birmingham to Baylorton, and then you're going to go back to Birmingham. You're going to pick up the one going to Northport. Okay. The Birmingham to Baylorton is going to run you 59 miles. Okay. Out to Baylorton. Then you're going to turn around and you're going to go 59 miles back to Birmingham. Okay. And then you're going to grab another load going to Northport, which leaves on the 22nd also too, if I'm not mistaken. There it is right there, Northport, on the 22nd. All right. That one is offered by Straight Line Transport, 714-840-5366. I think they're the same company, ain't it? Yep, same company. All right, so you can talk to the same broker and tell that broker, say, hey, I want these two loads. I want the Birmingham to Baylorton that leaves out this morning that's paying $10.17 per mile. That's $600. By the way, I can run that load every day. Okay, make it easy. I can run that load every day because it runs 5 days a week. And then you're gonna turn around and you're gonna tell them, I also want I'm gonna come back and pick up the Birmingham to Northport, which runs 60 miles. It pays $350, $5.83 per mile. Now you can negotiate these if you want to and get them up higher. But I'm just telling you all what they're paying, what they're showing right now. So based on what they're showing right now, you got a 600-mile run and you got a $350 mile run. So what's your money looking like so far? So far, you got, pull up our calculator here. So far, you got 600 plus 350. So far, you're up to $950 per day. Now, question this: do you have time enough to run another run? Can anybody tell me if they think you have time enough to run another run? Yes, you do. You have plenty of time to run another run. Why? Because a truck, the average driver can run 625, 650 miles per day. Okay, per the hour of service. Truck travels at about 65 miles an hour. You govern at that. If it's governed at 65 miles an hour, that truck can still, you can run about 625, 650. In Alabama, flat land like that, you can run probably 650. Okay, 650 miles a day. So you got plenty enough time to run more miles. Why? Because we're looking at 59 and 60, and we're looking at 59 and what? 59. We're looking at 59, and we're looking at 59 and 60. That's what we're looking at. So we're looking at 59, and then you're going 59 miles back, and then you're running 60 miles. You see what I'm saying? So let's total that up and to show you, give you the number of miles you're running. All right. So to show you, because remember, we're looking at, let's say 625 is the most a driver can do in a day. 625, 650. So let's say that minus 59 miles on your first run, minus, then you're gonna turn around, you're gonna go 59 miles back, dead head. So minus another 59. And then you're gonna go, we got a load back in Birmingham, you're gonna run it 60 miles, I'm back out. That's minus 60. So you still got another 447 miles that you can run for that day. Plenty enough time to make a whole lot of money. And you already got how much money down already? So far, you got $950 on dedicators that you can pick up every day, Monday through Friday. Okay, off every weekend. $950 a day. That's where you at so far. You got time enough to run another 447 miles in that same day. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna look for another dedicated. We're gonna look for another dedicated. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go over here to where we found our, what's called a load from? What's this one right here? And remember, we're still in the same day. We are still in the same day. So now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna look for this other dedicated. All right, we got this right here, Birmingham to Northport. So what are we gonna do now? We're gonna do another reverse search. Okay. Northport back to Birmingham. Let's see if we got anything going from Northport back towards Birmingham. We're gonna go from Northport back to Birmingham, and we got 400 and some odd miles that we can run. All right, here's a 53. Trying to find something that's got the money listed on it. It's a 600. Here's a $600. Is that dedicated? Yep, there it is. That's another dedicated right at Ackerman to Lynn. 22nd, 23rd. There's one on the 24th. But you also have Linden to Littleville. And that one runs 22nd, 23rd, 22nd and 3rd. Give me a second. And you also have Demopolis, Alabama, to come 22nd and 23rd, and 22nd and again. No, 22nd, 3rd, 23rd. This one run twice a day. Okay. And you also have, you got that Birmingham, Auburn. You can go back, going back again, Northport to Birmingham. You know, I'm trying to get away from the day going back. If you get heads, if you're going to another, what you call it, location, you're going 60 miles out. Let me see if I can find something close to Northport. Let's try 25. Nothing for that. Let's try 50. Thing still loading, still loading, still loading. Loading, 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 loading. What's going on? Still loading. Check my results error. What's going on? I don't know what's going on here. Give me a second. What's going on here? This is good. All right, there we go. All right, got some results now. All right, so 50 miles out. I got that's 50 miles out. That Birmingham, 55 miles. All right, you 55 miles out. You can go to Steelport and then run 11 miles. That's paying $400. You got a lot of other dedicated that's paying somewhere between $4, $4.95. This one was $600, but you go back again to Birmingham. It's like everything out of Birmingham. But you got time enough to do it. The extra 400 miles. Time another 60 miles back. But that's the same one to Newport. You don't want that one. You've already ran. You go Birmingham, which is still 6 miles back, and grab a from Birmingham and ran it to Auburn, which is going to pay you $500 and dedicated. Runs on the 22nd. Yeah, that runs on the 23rd, 24th, 25th. Looks like it's already gone. I don't see that one on the 22nd. Birmingham to Auburn. Nope. No, that's not bad. You got Ham to Decatur, which is $400. I was trying to see if there. Okay, now here's Vance to Scottsboro. That's on a 38-mile deadhead and 153-mile run, and that one runs on the 22nd and the 23rd. So that looks like it's gonna be good. Or you come down here, you can grab this Alger to Huntsville. You got a bunch of them that runs on the 22nd, the 22nd, the 22nd, the 22nd. Oh, these are all loads that run on the 22nd. So they got multiple loads that run on the 22nd, but that's not what we're looking for right now. Birmingham to Auburn, 22nd, 23rd. All right. So it looks like the ones you're gonna go with is this one right here. For the last leg of that one, you got this Birmingham No, because that's where we originally started, right? Was Birmingham, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we originally started in Birmingham. So you're trying to get back. You want to run that last leg that runs you somewhere close back to Birmingham. So what I'm going to do is this. We're going to look at this Vance to Scottsboro. We got Birmingham to Birmingham, but you could run that. You go 60 miles out and just run a short run right back to Birmingham, and you got 3 of them, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. There you go. All right. So you run back to Birmingham, and you got to grab a load that's going to take you to Birmingham. So you're going to go 60 miles back, and then you're going to do a 0-mile run. That doesn't mean that you're not 0 miles. You're just taking it from one spot in Birmingham to another spot in Birmingham. And believe it or not, that's a dedicated. It's probably an empty. I'm not sure what that's going to be because it's showing 48,000 pounds. So it's got some weight to it, but it's going to be right there within Birmingham. And that one looks like it runs on the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th, $450. Now the rest of them are not showing, but you can bet that they're the same price. So and this one is offered by Trek Transportation, but the other two are offered by Transportation Express, Logistics, Freightways. But it is a dedicated because it's the same thing as picking up Birmingham to Birmingham, Birmingham to Birmingham, Birmingham to Birmingham, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. All right. So here's what you got to do, and that's $450. So if you add that one to the mix, plus another. So here's what we got. We've got $450 plus, go to the next one, plus $350, right? $450 plus $350. Plus, back over here to our other one, and we had a 600, and we had another, no, and we had a 600, right? A 600 plus 600. So you got $1,400 a day. A 3-run starts in Birmingham. It starts in Birmingham. It's going to take you from Birmingham, it's going to take you to Baileyton. Then from Baileyton, you're going to turn around and go back. Everything leads you back to Birmingham. From Baileyton, you're going to turn around and go back to Birmingham to pick up another load that's going to take you out to Northport. And then from Northport, you're going to go, make sure I didn't skip anything. From Northport, make sure I didn't skip anything. Okay, here we go. From Northport, you're going to grab this load right here. That's Birmingham to Birmingham. From Northport, did I do that right? Hold on for a second, everybody. Got a call coming in. And they hung up. Okay, I guess they didn't want to load. They called and then they hung up, everybody. I'm sorry about that. Make sure I got this right. Where did I find that load from? That last man was Birmingham to Birmingham. Yeah. And then what was that? It was Birmingham to Birmingham. There we go. You're gonna go back 60 miles. You're gonna grab Birmingham to Birmingham. So everything is Birmingham. So you gotta finish. You're gonna start in Birmingham. You're gonna end in Birmingham. So that's good. So if you're from Birmingham, you can run them. You can run those 3 loads every day, and it's gonna be $1,400 per day, 5 days a week. It's gonna be $1,400 per day, 5 days a week, and let's see what that comes out to be. That's $7,000 per week. And you're home every night, off every weekend. Not bad money. Times 52 weeks in a year, $364,000 a year on that dedicated. Let's check back with my YouTube people real quick. See if we got any. Someone is asking about power only. Okay. Good morning, dispatchers. Mike Camacho says. PJ says good morning. Sophia Moore says good morning. PJ says any power only from Lake City. Let's check. All right, let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Let's check on power only from Lake City. Lake City, Florida. Little map. Let's go out here to Florida. We go out here to Florida. We're gonna look for Lake City. Lake City, Florida, and we're looking for power only. Where's my PO? I'm telling you right now, get yourself a trailer, man. I'm just telling you, get yourself a trailer. Get yourself a trailer. You'll be a lot happier. You'll make a lot more money if you get yourself a trailer. Power only are great, and you can make decent money with them because you don't have any lag time on pickup and deliveries. But finding them is going to be kind of difficult. Okay, let's check 25. Let's check 50 miles out from Lake City. Nope. Let's check 100 miles out from Lake City. And you got two. Here's another thing about power only. Your rates are not going to be nearly as good. Okay? Your rates are not going to be nearly as good on power only. I'm just letting you know that. Take, for instance, this right here. You've got 102-mile deadhead plus 1,062-mile trip miles. And so you got to go 102 miles to Moultrie, Georgia to pick this load up. And then you got to run it 1,062 miles, and you're getting $2,000. That's less than $2 per mile. Now, granted, it's a drop in the hook, which is great, but you're not making that much money. Okay. Get yourself a trailer. That's my advice to I know a lot of people like power only. I like them too because they're basically just dropping the hook, right? And you can run more loads. But when you run these long runs like that, long runs with power only are not really profitable because you're defeating the purpose. Yeah, you're saving time on your pickup because you're just going in, you're backing up, you're hooking up to a loaded trailer already. But you got to run it more than 1,000 miles, and you only get $1.88. I would rather have my trailer go spend 2 hours for them to load my trailer, right? And they take 2 hours to load my trailer, and I got to run that same 1,062 miles. I'm probably gonna get somewhere close to $4 or $5 per mile. Versus a power only, running there, grabbing it, hooking it up, but you still got to go 1,000+ miles, and you only get $1.88 a mile. You see, that doesn't balance out. Having a trailer is definitely gonna bring you more money. It's definitely gonna bring you more money, even with the wait time on loading and unloading. Okay, is that making sense to you? I'm hoping that's making sense to whoever asked me about the power only. Okay, so it behooves you to get yourself a trailer. Lease one, rent one, buy one, whatever, but get yourself a trailer. Let's see, let me do this. I'm trying to see if I can find more power only. Now that's what's out there. That's at 100-mile radius for power only. in Lake City, Florida. So my suggestion to you is get yourself a trailer. Here's one going from Jacksonville to Medley, 63-mile deadhead, and 346 miles. I can look up that lane and see what that lane is paying. And give me a second. I'll show you what that lane is paying. And that's from where? Jacksonville to Medley, Florida. And that lane is paying, give me a second, pull up my lane calculator. My lane rate calculator here. Good old trusted tool. We log in. All right. And we leave, that's coming from Jacksonville, Florida to Medley, Florida. All right. And that was a what? Power only. We're going to say drive in. Now, I'm telling you right now, this is not going to be, yeah, I'm going to, hold up. Let me see what that is. Now, it's not going to be built out like a dry van or a, it says power only. And we don't know if it's refrigerated, dry van, or what, but it just says power only. So I'm going to build it in as dry van and even that's going to be too high on the correlation, because what this does is, this lane rate calculator, what it does is it pulls up the rates, it pulls up all the runs that ran the last 90 days for 3 months. It pulls up all the runs that ran the last 3 months that ran this exact route. Okay. That ran this exact route. Hold up, put in dry van. That ran this exact route with that type of trailer. Okay. And what it does is it pulls up all the loads that ran this exact route. Okay. From Jacksonville down to Medley, which is Miami, basically. Okay. And it gives you the low to the high on what the rates were, both the line haul rate and the all-in rate. Okay. Now, for a dry van, which is not going to be your rate for power only, you pretty much can cut this in half. You pretty much can cut it in half. Okay. Because on a dry van, on the low for a dry van, it was $3.35 per mile. On the high, it's $5.93 per mile. In the middle, it's around $4.32. What you're gonna do, because you're doing power only, it ain't gonna pay you that much. You can take this $3.35 and you cut that in half. That's about what you're looking at. That's about what you're looking at on that run for a power only. You ain't gonna get nowhere near what a carrier would get that's got his own van, that's got his own trailer. Okay, so you're really looking at about definitely half of that 1,500. So you're looking at about 700, 800, maybe $800 to run this load right here, this 346-mile run. Weight 15,000 pounds. So that's a dry van. Okay, you're running power only. You're not going to get the same rate as someone that has their trailer, that has their own trailer. That's as you can see from here. Now, even if let's say if I just took this out and let's just say we just look in Florida itself on power only, just to show you what I'm talking about, the rates for power only. I mean, in the whole state of Florida, I mean, I'm not really finding anything for power only. I mean, look at this. In the whole state of Florida, I'm not really finding anything for power only. Okay, get yourself a trailer. You'll make a lot more money. You'll be a lot happier. I'm just saying. Are there power onlys out there? Yes, but they are not readily available like those or people that have their own trailer. There are power onlys out there. You probably have to find you a load board that's power only specific Like one of our load boards that we use to find power only is Trucking Planet. That's a good load board. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Well, you have to go to a direct shipper. So let's go to our back office and look up our Trucking Planet one. Hold on here. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Give me a second. Let me pull up my Trucking Planet. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You're going to want to look up a power-only shipper, and you're going to want to connect with a power-only shipper or a power-only broker or something like that. Let me find my Trucking Planet here. All right, Trucking Planet. All right, let me pause my share here for a second. I want y'all looking at our logins and stuff. All right, I'll go ahead and get my share back up. Resume share. Go ahead and log in. All right. Now, what you're gonna be looking for is we got our load board right here and then we got our shipper database. Okay. You got dry van shippers here. They got a power only here. You got a hot shot. Nothing really here that just says power only. You got refrigerated. All right, but let's go ahead and check the freight. View freight. All right. Equipment required. Power only units. Let's go ahead and search Florida. See what they got. All right, they got a couple of loads, not much. They got some year-round. They have a year-round load, which ships year-round. And this is what I like about Trucking Planet. It tells you how often the loads run. Here's a year-round load that runs year-round. A couple of those. You got 2 times a week right here, and you got 2 times a month. Okay. Check this year-round, power only. Orlando to Texas. You're probably gonna have to call this guy on this one. It's which areas does the shipment originate? Southeast group. Here's the number right here for that power only. You're gonna contact Robert Light. Copy Robert Light. I'm gonna give you his number. This is for the gentleman that asked about the power only here in Florida. You're gonna contact Robert Light. There's a number, and Robert Light. Yeah, there we go. That's for the gentleman that was asking about the power only in Florida. That would be your best bet because he could probably turn you on to more power only loads. The weight on that one is 18,000 pounds. The pay terms to carry, standard pay 7 days. Quick pay is available. And here it is right here. Shipment details. 2-week minimum required, dedicated, year-round, power-only network. Teams and solo. Network idea for small 1 or 2 truck companies. All miles paid, tolls paid, light loads, quick pay, cash advance. If you are looking for dedicated, power-only work and tired of chasing loads, call for details. Spanish available. So there you go. There's your power-only connect. Okay? Now, as y'all can see, we have a lot of tools and resources. So we're able to pull from different tools and resources because this is what we give our students access to. When you join our platform, you get access to all these tools and resources that you see that I'm using, and we have a lot more in our back office. These are just some of the tools and resources that people get access to when they join our platform. Hence is why we have a lot of people who join our platform. People don't join our platform necessarily for the training. even though we have great training. We do have live training. We have great training. We give away $140,000 of operational training videos. Come on. But that's not the main reason why people join our platform. The main reason why people join our platform is because of our tools and resources. Because we save the money. New people join our platform to get the training, but they also get, after they finish the training, as they go through the training course, they have tools and resources that are going to benefit them for the entire time that they are in this industry. Tools and resources that are going to save them, on average, $400 to $600 per month. Okay, that's why people join our platform. We have owner-operators who join our platform just to get access to the load board and our shippers list and our tools and resources, like our power-only dedicated lane stuff like you see here. We have experienced brokers who join our platform just to get access to our network of dispatchers and things of that nature, and our shippers list. So there are many, other reasons why people join our platform than just training. Everybody has a training platform. You take a handful of rocks, throw them out the back door, and probably hit 50 training platforms. Everybody and their mama got a training platform on YouTube, on the internet, or, everybody's offering some type of training platform. But no one besides us is offering you tools and resources, networking, coaching, mentoring, and all that stuff that comes with it, the tangible things that you can actually use and things that are going to save you money. No one but us has that. So if you want to join a platform that's giving you more than just training and giving you the tools and resources and everything you need to be successful, you may want to look us up. You may want to think about clicking our, our link here and getting started with us. All right, I'm gonna put the link in here again, and I'm gonna put this out here and let y'all see our. If you want to join our platform, so you can get access to these tools and resources. There it is, right there. And we're very affordable. $349.95 on your enrollment, plus $39.95 per month for continued access to all your back office tools, resources, training, support, everything you need to be successful. All right, PJ, I hope that helps you out, man. There you go. Call Robert Light over there and get signed up with that power only network and make yourself some money, man. Roll out. All right, everybody. It's that time in the morning. It's time for me to say goodbye. I know it's that time in the morning. Hey, I'm glad to be back off my little hiatus. I'm going to be working very hard this week to get the a couple of things done for our Quiet Millionaires Network. Okay, for the Quiet Millionaires Network, and for our, which is also leads into our private semi-truck owners dispatchers network. Not dispatchers, leasing network. Private semi-truck owners leasing network. Okay, where we're gonna have people who own trucks, private people who own their own trucks. They can list their trucks with our network, and we will match them with owner operators that will lease them for $1,000 to $1,500 per week. And we are also going to be taking people who want to buy trucks. We're going to show you how to get qualified, help you get set up and get qualified to get lines of credit to purchase your trucks that way, and then place them with our network so we can get you on your way to becoming a quiet millionaire, getting that $1,000 to $1,500 a week from people who want to lease your trucks. And we're going to show you how you can buy trucks every year. And not only that, will you be able to buy them every year, but they'll be paid for, and you will have the title in hand when you leave the dealership. New trucks or used trucks. Because with lines of credit is how you want to do this. I own 9 trucks. Okay, I have the title to all of them. 6 of the 9 were brand new, $120,000 to $140,000, brand new trucks when I bought them at the dealership. Put down my business line of credit card, swiped it, and paid cash for them, or line of credit. Now, I pay back the line of credit on the amount of money that I use. The $225,000 line of credit was the line of credit that I got for my business. Bought my first truck, brand new, $129,000 truck, Volvo. Yes, automatic. Had 9 miles on it. Plastic was still on the seat. When I walked out the dealership, I owned that bad boy, had the title in the hand. Paying back my interest on that line of credit, my payment was $457 per month. That's my interest on the line of credit. I lease that truck out now for $1,500 per week. All my trucks are leased out. All 9 of them. Okay? 6 new, 3 used. And I don't have a truck out there that's paying me less than $1,100 per week. All my trucks are between $1,100 and $1,500 per week. Easy qualifications. I don't do any credit checks. When guys come and say, I need a truck. No, I want to. No, I got my own authority. This and that. I don't do any credit checks. They don't have to have 6 months driving experience or a year driving experience like all these other places I'm require you to do. None of that stuff. Because I'm just a truck leasing company. I just lease my private truck. Here, you lease it. You got the authority. You got the insurance. You take care of this. Take care of that. Bam, you're good to go. There's the truck for you. Ride out. That's how you become a quiet millionaire. And that's what we're going to be showing. That's what our Quiet Millionaires Network is going to be about. And our new company, which is RBBS Transport, rebranded the private truck owners leasing network. Okay. That's what we're doing. If you want to know more about this, or if you want to participate with this, or if you want to join our network and let us show you how you can get approved, how we can get you set up company-wise and personal-wise, so you can get your lines of credit and get approved for your lines of credit and start getting your first truck, your second truck, your third and fourth, fifth and sixth truck. As you're going along each year, you may buy one truck. If we get you a line of credit for $100,000, you can buy yourself 2 used trucks that first year, right? Get those bad boys leased out, $1,000, $1,500 per week. You pay us 20%, because that's our fees. It's gonna be 20%. Pay us 20%. You're stacking your paper. At the end of the year, you got all this paper that you don't stack. Then you do what? You pay down your line of credit, right? And then you go back out and do it all over again. Now that you got 2 trucks already running, right? You got this revenue. Now you can go back to your line of credit and do what? Get an increased line of credit. Why? Because you have more revenue and more volume now. So now you can go from $100,000 to $225,000 to $250,000 line of credit. Now you can still get what? 2 used trucks. You can get 4 used trucks on your second go up. So by your second year, you go from 2 trucks to 6 trucks. Or you can go from 2 used trucks, right? You get a $225,000 line of credit. You can go for a new truck and a used truck, or possibly 2 new trucks if you negotiate it right, which means you can get higher amounts on your what? Your lease, closer to that $1,500 per week on that lease. Okay? How do you reach me? Knowing that, you're going to go ahead and shoot me an email at training@RBBSLLC.org. Or you're going to call me at 866-973-6445. Okay? So hit me up. Email me, call me, and we'll lay this out for you. If you all want to see our meeting that we had this Sunday on that, give me a second. Let me pull up that meeting for you, and I'll give y'all the video that you all can go to and watch the presentation that we did this Sunday for the Quiet Millionaires Club, Quiet Millionaires Network. One moment, pull it up. There it is right there. Become a trucking and freight industry quiet millionaire. I'm going to give y'all this link. Share. Very successful conference we had this week on that. And there's a link to the Quiet Millionaires. We just picked up a fan. Lisa Goggins, thank you for joining us. Oh. How to become a trucking industry quiet millionaire. Bam, there it is right there. All right. There's the there's the YouTube link to that YouTube to that event that we had this past Sunday. Big turnout. We had about 180, 200 plus people that joined us on YouTube live for that event. Got another 80 to 100 people that joined us live in our Zoom, in our live Zoom meeting for that event. And I've got a lot of people that sent me some emails, as y'all can see here. We got a lot of people who are interested in this. People who are in here. Aaron Carter says she's interested. Chris Morning, interested. CJ, Quiet Millionaires Club. Demona, Gary Roberts, Parrish, Lakeisha Rollins, DZR Logistics, Marvin Green, Marcellus. So we got a lot of people who have hit me up and let me know that they are ready to get started with this Quiet Millionaires thing. And if I go over here to my, I got a lot of mail that's going to some mailboxes that you can't get into, things like that. But I need to clean that out. Just checking my spam mail here for a second. But got quite a few emails and got a whole bunch of inboxes on my Facebook and stuff of people who are ready to get started, get listed with our Quiet Millionaires Club and with our network of private truck owners who want to lease their trucks out. So y'all hit me up. Okay. If there's something you want to take part in, hit me up. Okay. If you got good credit, we can have you on the way. We can have you with your lines of credit in place within 2 months. When I say good credit, I mean 700 or better score. But those of you who are not fortunate enough to have great credit, don't get discouraged. We can have you up and running too. It's just going to take us a little bit longer because we gotta set up your business and then get your business qualified for lines of credit. So and we have the experts and the consultants in place that are going to help us with that and getting your business structured correctly. All the things that need to be done to get you qualified for lines of credit. Okay, so you can go out and you can purchase those trucks and get ready to become a quiet millionaire within the trucking industry, because that's where the real money is made, behind the scenes. I'm be honest with y'all. The money is made behind the scenes of the trucking industry. Factoring companies, they're a form of quiet billionaires. They make money behind the scenes, little bit of money here and there, but a whole lot of people are are using factoring companies. So that's where they make all their money at. Truck financing companies, people don't have $130,000, $140,000, $150,000 to pay for a brand new truck. They have to go to these finance companies, these dealerships, and they finance them, and they get those little monthly payments, but not little, but they get those monthly payments, those trucking companies, and then they make their money there. Penske, Ryder, these semi-truck rental and leasing companies out there, they're charging $250 to $500 per day. $250 to $500 per day. We're talking about somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,700 a week, $3,200 a week, $2,400, $2,500 a week. So the market that we're feeling is that in-between market. And you can go to some of these leasing companies that, like the companies like Warner and all of those places that lease they got the lease on our program, but they're gonna require you to have at least 6 months. 6 months to a year driving experience. They're gonna do some type of credit check. You got to put down a huge, most times, some type of down payment. On top of that, if you want to buy your truck out and to end the lease, you got to come up with a balloon payment. On top of that, you're not going to collect all your money. You're going to get about 70 to 75% of the load fee. Plus, they're going to charge you about a $700 per week lease fee. So now, in case y'all don't know what that adds up to, let me break this down for you. If you're an owner operator, let's take this right here. If you're doing it and you're bringing in $7,500 per week on your loads, right? You're only going to get 70% of that. So they're going to take 30% if you're leasing, minus the 30%. So that's going to be 70. No, I didn't do that right. 7,500 on your load fees for the week, minus 30%. Okay, there we go. So they're going to take $2,250 from you per week. On top of that, $750 on the average for your lease payment. So what you're really paying them is $2,250. You're really paying them $2,250 plus $750, and that's on the low end. So you're really paying them $3,000 a week. I know they make it sound so good. Lease out. We got these nice, 2019, 2020 trucks you can lease from us, here at Western Express or Warner or JB Hood or whoever it is has got the lease program, and all you pay is, $750 a week for your lease, and you collect 70% of your load fee. Sounds good, don't it? Until you run the numbers. Until you really run the numbers. So we're feeling that in-between market. We're feeling that in-between market that caters to these people that want to do these things, but we're going to be coming in and feeling that in-between market and allow private owners of semi-trucks to get in on the leasing market. They get in at a much more affordable, option than this right here, than Penske at average $350 per day, anywhere from $250 to $500 per day, 7 times 7 days. That's $2,450 per week at Penske on average. On the high end, some of them, you got the trailer and the truck and trailer from Penske. You're paying $500 per day, 7 days a week. That was you're paying $3,500 per week. So those are the options that are out there now. If you go to a lease program, you got to have at least 6 months to a year driving experience, clean driving, all that stuff. This is that. Okay, you go into your lease. You pay $750 a week on your lease, plus you only get 70% of your load fee. So they'll charge you a lot more than $750. Okay, they charge you a lot more than $750. They're digging into that load fee. That's where they're really making the money at. Okay, so $3,000 a week right there. Or you can go to Penske or whatever and pay $3,500 a week. And if you're truck and trailer, $2,500, $2,600, $2,700 a week if you just got just the tractor only. Or you can go out and become an owner operator and try to buy your truck, which means you got to have good credit to buy a truck. You got to put a lot of money down to buy a truck. Even to buy a used truck, $60,000 for a used truck, $60,000 to $80,000 for a used truck. Or you can come to us and we'll show you how to get these lines of credit. Get lines of credit, business lines of credit. We'll help you get qualified for business lines of credit, help you set up your business so that when you go into a bank and the bank starts running your stuff, they're pulling up your information on Google. They're pulling up all your stuff. They see that you got a website that has a domain name. So you got an email address and not a Gmail address or a Hotmail. So you got an actual email, a dedicated domain email address. When they pull up your business name on Google, we've set you up to the point that when they pull you up, you got stuff all over the internet about your business and stuff, so they know that you have a presence. So when they're looking at you and they talking to you and you're sitting there and you're talking to them and they're saying to you, Mr. Johnson, let's pull up. And what's your name, sir? Okay, and what's the name of your company? And they put in your company and they say, what's the name of your company? Because they're on Google while they're sitting there talking to you. And you're talking to them about getting a loan or getting a line of credit, and they ask you what's the name of your company, and trust me, they're Googling it, because here's what they're looking for. What's the name of your company? RBBS Transport, LLC. Let's see, RBBS Transport, LLC, what we got here? Oh, okay. RBBS Transport homepage, Logistics Learning Center, National Dispatchers Network, RBBS Transport, LLC, get quotes for transport on you ship. RBBS Transport, LinkedIn, RBBS Transport, US DOT number, Tallahassee, Florida, RBBS Transport, National Dispatchers Network, working at RBBS Transport, employees reviews, RBBS Transport, LLC, freight broker in Tallahassee, Florida, entity name listed on Sunbiz, RBBS Transport. You see what I'm saying? That's what you want to see. That's what you want them to see when they pull your name up, because they want to know, are you anybody? Does anybody know you other than your mama? If they can't pull you up on Google, you think they're gonna loan you money? Nope. they're not even gonna. That conversation's gonna end right there, because they're gonna see that your business is nothing. You don't have a presence. You don't have a web presence. If they look and see your website and they look at your email address and say, okay, what's your email address? Calvin Butler at hotmail.com. Oh, no, we ain't no. What's your email address? Training at RBBSLLC.org. Those are the little things that's going to make the difference between you getting approved for business loans and not getting approved for business loans, getting approved for lines of credit and not getting approved for lines of credit. These are the things that we're going to be helping you all with when you join our network. That's what you want to look for. Say, for instance, if I look up one of my other people who are one of my students, let's say Darren Stevens, DZR Logistics. I think he got his thing up already. DZR Logistics Transport. Look at that. That's Mr. Darren Stevens, one of our students, also part of our, Millionaires Club network, Quiet Millionaires network. See what I mean? This is what you want to. You want them to be able to go on here and they're looking you up and say, oh, look at that. DZR Logistics on Facebook, DZR Transport, LLC, you ship. DZR Transport, LLC, there's his website. DZR Transport, LLC, Florida, listed with the Florida Corporations of Companies. DZR Transport, LLC, ratings and reviews. DZR Transport on Instagram. DZR Transport, detailed entity name with the Division of Corporations in Florida. DZR Transport, listed West Palm Beach, Florida. DZR Transports. That's what you want. That's what you want them to see. These are the things that we're going to help you with. Okay, this is how we are going to be helping you all to become quiet millionaires and getting your business lined up. Oh, you all have no sound? Did y'all lose the sound? Some people say they don't have sound. Mic check. Speaker, test speaker, mic. Testing. All right, there we go. All right, I guess he lost sound, but he said he's back. Okay, great. But these are the things that you all are going to need. All right, but these are the things you all are going to need to have to be able to get approved for these lines of credit, amongst other things we're going to be helping y'all with in getting your Dun & Bradstreet paydex score. Okay, getting your Dun & Bradstreet paydex score and things like that, and getting that back up and getting that up and going. Okay, so we're going to help you all to develop a web presence. We're going to help you all to develop your business, get your EIN number, that's free, of course. Help you all to get listed with your state. Go in and show you all how you can incorporate your business and what's the best way to incorporate your business and how to, to set your business up for success. Okay. Then after we do that and getting you all ready to be presented to these financial companies that's going to be giving you all these lines of credit, approving you for these lines of credit. Once we get that all set up and done, we're going to be showing you all how to go in, get approved for these lines of credit. Once we get you these lines of credit, then we're going to be matching you with people that we're going to be contacting through our various resources, like trucking schools, truck driving schools, where we're going to be going out to truck driving schools, as I've already received invites from the truck driving school that I graduated from, National Truck Driver School in Orange Park, Florida. I've got an invite to come down there and speak with the truck driving students that they have every single month and talk to them about their option of leasing a truck and making more money instead of going to work for a company. Because a lot of these guys that graduate truck driving school, they don't get the chance to go to a good paying company like Covenant, like I did, which was paying 56 to 63 cents per mile for team driving. I was fortunate. When I got out of truck driving school, I went straight to Covenant Transport. A lot of my classmates went to these, oh my God, these god-awful places that was paying 18 cents a mile, 29 cents a mile, 14 cents per mile. They had to go work for these companies for a year or better in order to get themselves in a position to make some decent money. You don't think there's people that graduate from truck driving school that don't want to go work for a company, that want to have their own authority, but they can't go to and buy a truck because they don't have the credit, or they can't go lease a truck because they don't have the experience, this is that. But they'll be happy to come to us. Why? Because we don't do credit checks. They don't have to have the experience. They show you got that. You got that CDL, you got your DOT number, you got your authority or whatever you get. You got that. You good to go. Come on in and lease from us. $1,000, $1,500 a week. Right out. At the same time, because we are a dispatchers network, we have dispatchers who they can have these dispatchers dispatch for them, charge them 3%, 5%, 6% on the dispatching fee, and help them to bring in what? $8, $9, $10, $11, $12, $15,000 a week. The dispatchers find them loads. This is what we're going to be doing. Chris Thomas, you joined us, and actually we're getting ready to head out. We've been here now for a little over an hour, almost 2 hours now. I usually only be on here for an hour each morning doing the load board report, but I thank you for joining us though. But we're getting ready to we're coming to the end of it now. But look everybody, I appreciate y'all joining us. I appreciate everything that you all do and tune in and follow me and all that type of stuff. That's great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But those of you who are wanting to learn more or who need access to the tools and resources and stuff that we have, join our platform. Join our platform. I mean, we have a great platform. Training in the convenience of your home. Our online platform will train you to earn 100K plus from home dispatching freight and provide the online network tools, resources, and training to ensure your success. You'll get access to more than 100 load boards, access to more than 140,000 hours offering training videos, access to more than 19 million direct shippers, access to every registered owner operator in the United States, access to live training, access to our logistics library, access to our network of 2,967 plus industry professionals, all for our most popular enrollment is $349.95 plus tax and $39.95 per month plus tax to access for continued access to your back office tools, resources, training, and support. If you want to join our platform, you can get started with us right here. Put this up here so you all can get it right here on our website. And there's the link right there if you all want to join our platform. Look, thank you all for joining us. I appreciate y'all so very much. We're going to give a shout out to everybody who joined us this morning. Thank you, PJP, thank you for joining us. Stacy Reinfeld, thank you for joining us. Larissa Adams, hey, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Michelle, Newell Express over there, Newell Express. Thank you for joining us. Simply Erica, thank you for joining us. Deborah Spencer, thank you for joining us this morning. Who else we have here? Michelle, I don't miss anybody. Don't want to. Mike Camacho, thank you for joining us. I think Tracy Mahan, thank you for joining us. Yvette Smart, thank you for joining us. Concrete Hustler, and of course, Mika Child, thank you for joining us. All right, everybody, I appreciate y'all, and thank Chris Thomas for joining us live here in our Zoom meeting here. Look, I'll be back tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., 6:15 for the load board report. A look at what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight and load availability. Also, we'll be back here on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our dispatch training. And this Thursday night, we are wrapping up our this particular course of dispatch training, which will be on our sixth. We'll be on part 6, which is the final part of the 6-week dispatch training, which will be invoicing, which will be BOLs, invoices, how to get paid, and we're also going to be discussing the guaranteed way for you to collect from carriers who refuse to pay you. Guaranteed, 100% of the time, you can get your money from them. I'll be sharing that with you all on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we're probably gonna talk about some stuff in between for about a week or two, and then we'll start the whole series all over again from step 1, which is finding owner operators. Okay, finding owner operators and getting your dispatch firm, how to get your dispatch firm, how to set up your dispatch firm, what is a dispatch firm, and finding owner operators. And we'll start the whole series all over again. But that's what we do. We go through a 6-week series training course, and then we break, and then we start it all over again. So join us this Thursday for that wrap up of this term of dispatch training, and then starting next week we'll be having some discussions. We're probably going to be having some discussions on our new, what we just talked about, the private owners semi-truck leasing network. We're probably going to be talking about that for a couple of weeks, and then after that we'll get back into our dispatch training and for our new people that are coming in and start fresh from there and go through that again. All right, thank you all. I appreciate you all. I look forward to seeing you all back here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. or 6:15 a.m. for the load board report, and look at what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight and load availability. Bye, everybody.